I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to y'all about complete garbage.
We won't help you.
Oh, don't even bump over that light. I'm sweating, y'all. These lights are no joke. But then I'm cold. If like, I can't just take this off.
No.
So, when I was little, I would always lose my jackets. No matter what. My mom didn't take us to go to Goodwill for our school clothes. Just me, because I was awful. But like, she would always take me to we'd go get Kohl's. We'd go to Kohl's to get clothes, and she'd buy us like a new jacket and like a few new pairs of pants and shirts and like get us all set up. Cut to 3 days later, I'm coming home with my school bag, no jacket. My mom is like,
Child, where is your coat?
and then I'm just like, oh.
It fell on me. Boo.
And so she's like, oh my, but my mom worked in the cafeteria back then when I was in elementary. And every sleeve inside, only my coats, sparks. Inside sparks, on the collar sparks. So if she found it, she could get it. So this kid comes through, he's like all cool, his like enjoy jacket. And my mom saw that and was all like,
That looks like my kid's jacket.
so she's like, where'd you get that jacket? And he's like,
I bought this, man.
and she's like,
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you bought it? Roll up your sleeve then so I can see if it says anything.
he's like, what? And then he's
He's like, whatever.
sparks, okay, and like Sharpie, like it was not coming off, like it was on there. Like, okay, I've been in New York a few times, and the first time I went, it was me, my older brother, and my dad. It was at Christmas time. So obviously, and Christmas in New York, no joke.
It is cold.
It's cold. Even though there are literally billions of people on the sidewalks, you're freezing. So we obviously had like the beanies and like the scarves and the gloves, and we packed a few pairs. For me, only me, like my brother, one pair, never lost it. Me, I had like 4 pairs.
Lost all of them.
Every last one that I brought from home, I lost in New York. And my dad, at first, he was like, oh, it's okay. We can just stop at this little, like, on the side of the street, they would have, like, scarves and hoodies for sale, whatever. He'd be like, it's okay. Like, these are, like, $2. He'd, like, buy me a little sheep, and I'd be like,
Okay, cool.
Then it kept happening, and he was getting mad. He was like, oh my gosh. Okay, specifically, we were in the museum where the night of the museum is in New York. We were in that museum. And there was this one scene. Okay, it was really busy, and my brother and dad were just, like, going through, and there was this one part with sea creatures. There was this jellyfish, like a fake jellyfish, like made out of like clay or something, hanging up in the ceiling, huge.
Like 2 of these couches
Up in the ceiling, hanging, and they didn't see it, but I did, because it was sort of like in the shadows, but it was like sort of like dimmed. It was lit a little bit, and so like I'm looking up, and I'm like, next thing I know, the hoodie went blink and fell off. But then I look over, and my dad and my brother are like way off. Bitch, I'm like 11 years old. Like, I'm not about to be lost in New York City. So I like obviously just run. I'm not even thinking about the hat. And then we get out, we're on the subway, going back to the hotel, and my dad just looks at me and goes,
Really?
Where's your freaking hoodie?
and then I'm like,
I'm sorry.
and I had this thing when I was little, I was like, I don't want any hoodies that say, like, I don't want any like beanies or scarves that say New York, because I want to act like I'm a local. We stopped on the subway, and my dad was like, I don't care what you want.
New York, New York, New York, New York.
New York all over my hat, because that's all they had. And then I was like, oh my god. So that's one of the times when I lost things. And I was a little brat. Okay, I was a little brat in New York, because it was around Christmas time. We were walking to NYC Schwartz, which is like a toy/candy store, which I think is closed now. But we were walking. It was like 2 blocks from the hotel to walk to NYC Schwartz. but it was like snowing outside, and it was
It was like negative 552 degrees.
like literally you would walk outside, but we were walking, and like I was a little bitch when I was little. I still am, and I was like,
Oh my god, Dad, it's like so cold.
meanwhile I'm in New York City as an 11-year-old crying about what? Like I was so spoiled. And I was just like, oh my god, it's so cold. I can't feel my kneecaps.
He's like, oh hey guys,
I'm sorry for the weird video. Thanks for watching.